Hey everyone, so this video is actually going to be about extensions. I'm someone who wears extensions every single day. And when I first started buying extensions, I just got some from the little kiosks at the mall. This is what they looked like. A little bit ratty, I didn't brush it out, but this was their longest set. So this is their black. They have 3 clips, and I would buy 4 of these for $100. So this is them. This is the longest that they have. And they're very thin, but that's why you would buy 4 of them, was to kind of make it a little bit thicker. And so then I wanted to get some more because they would last me about 6 months. And so I was kind of looking around and I was going to salons and I saw those Jessica Simpson ones. And I was like, okay, maybe I could give those a try. But the only problem with those ones are you can't curl them, you can't cut them. Well, I guess you could cut them if you wanted to, but you can't curl them, you can't straighten them, and you can't dye them. So two huge problems that I have because I constantly curl my hair, I constantly dye my hair, and I constantly straighten my hair. So I needed something that had real hair. Um, so then I went on YouTube and I was like, okay, like this is when I first started going on YouTube and I realized that you can get reviews for almost anything. And now I do that before I buy a product just to make sure, it's going to be good and it's going to be worth my money. So then I ran across this one YouTube channel. It's called Foxylockextensions. And, it's this young lady and she has a website called foxylockextensions.com. I'm going to put the link on the bottom bar just so that you guys can go to it and you guys can see what I'm talking about. And she sells extensions, and they come in 2 sizes. I got the longest size, which was I think 20 inches, and for about 72 pounds, which cost me almost like after shipping and everything, it was about $100 Canadian. And like the way she sold hers was not by how many sets, by much, how many grams of, I don't know how many grams it was, something like that. But it wasn't by how many sets, so you didn't have to buy them each separately. You just got one big package full of hair. And so it took about 3 weeks to get here because it was coming from the UK to Canada. So for me, it took ages. Oh, which, by the way, I should point out, um, her website is always out of stock. So as soon as she gets them in, you need to go there and buy them. Like you cannot wait a second because she gets sold out so fast. So when I was buying mine, since I'm very impatient, they didn't have any black or dark brown. So I bought a strawberry blonde set and I actually dyed them myself. The only problem with that is when I got them dyed, um, like, okay, well, actually, let me show you what they look like. So these are her extensions. Like, as you can tell, they are so shiny. They're so soft, and they're super long. And the clips that she has, they're pretty heavy duty actually. But when I got them dyed, because I got them dyed at a salon, it kind of killed one of the clips, so it wouldn't open anymore. So I took one from the cheaply made ones that I bought last year, and I just sewed it on in to replace one of these. And yeah, so when I got them, I was surprised at how much you actually got. You would get this is in the biggest set, so it's about 20 inches. You get 4 sets of 1 clips. You get 2 pieces, well, 4 pieces, I mean. You get 2 pieces of 2 clips, 2 pieces of 3 clips, so it's about this much longer, and you get 2 pieces of 4 clips, which probably come up to about this much. It's enough to fill your whole head. And I have them in right now, actually. Let me show you. So um, this is the extensions. I curl mine pretty much every single day, and as you can tell, they're very nice. They're very shiny. It looks like real hair. Well, it is real hair, but it looks like my hair, which was a huge problem for me because the other extensions that I bought, you would kind of tell that they were fake, right? And so, anyways, so with these, as you can see, my hair, it's full, it's voluminous, it's long. I only actually have the 2 sets of 4 clips and the 2 sets of 3 clips. I haven't even used all of the clips in my hair because you get it's so thick what you get with these that you don't even need all of them. You could put them in if you want, but you don't need them. Like that's how amazing these clips, well, not clips. That's how amazing these extensions are. And so when I was on the site, I was actually just kind of going through the other products that she has, and she has those Lady Gaga hair bows, and I bought one of them, but because they're brown, I had to dye them. But I found out it's not real hair. I think it's synthetic, so you can't just use normal hair dye for them. So I went to Safeway and I got a right fabric dye. And all you do is you put it in hot water, you let the hair bow soak. Hold on, my hair's kind of so you let the hair bow soak, and then it will suck up all the color and it will be black. So I still have yet to use those. And then I actually got one of her hair bouffants. So it makes it so that you don't have the back comb. You'll just have like a huge poof. And it's like a perfect poof. You don't have to worry about like that kind of when you back comb and it looks like a rat's nest sometimes, you don't have to worry about that. This will give you the perfect bouffant. And so I got that. So my total bill was about 160 bucks, including shipping, and yeah, that was insured shipping. So I wanted to make sure that these babies were insured. I was not gonna let it get lost in the mail or anything like that. So yeah, like I've had them for about 5 months, and I am in love with them. They are the most amazing hair extensions I've ever seen. And really, for 100 bucks, how can you go wrong? It does take, it takes 3 weeks to get them, but they're incredible. I wear them every single day. I straighten them, I curl them. The only thing is though, if you do constantly change up your hairstyle to straighten and curl, I would suggest getting 2 sets. So you have one strictly for curling your hair, one strictly for straightening your hair. This way you're not washing them as often. Cause I wash mine about once a week, which isn't very good. It's not gonna make them last as long as they usually should. But yeah, they are incredible. I would recommend them to anyone who wants to try hair extensions for the first time, anyone who wants to just add volume to your hair. And when you actually get if you do buy a darker set, you don't get light hair clips for them. Mine are only light just because I got a blonde color, so it would blend in with blonde hair. But with mine, sometimes if I put them too high, like I start down here. It's a lot lower than I normally would, and I stop about up here. This way I still have all this top hair to cover any of the clips or anything, but when I do my hair like that, half up, half down style, it does sometimes show, so you just kind of need to be careful about that if you are going to buy a lighter shade and you're going to dye them. But besides that, they are amazing. I would recommend them to everyone, and I think everyone should try them. Also, since this is my very first video on my makeup and beauty and fashion channel, I just want to let you guys know that I will be having other videos posted on, how to redo your wardrobe, how to, do outfits of the days, and just different makeup tips and hair tips and beauty tips, just in general, because I do have my own business actually. It's based out of Calgary, which is in Canada, for anyone who doesn't know, and I do grad makeup, I do wedding makeup. I actually have people come into my place and I teach them how to do makeup with what they have. So, more so what it's about is it's about taking, everyday people, not people who are models and everything, just everyday people, and showing them how to work with what they have and what they can afford, and letting people know that, you know, you don't have to spend large amounts of money to look gorgeous. Like, you can have beautiful hair for 100 bucks, and that's a great deal. So, anyways, I hope you guys liked my video, and I hope you guys check out Foxylockextensions on YouTube and just kind of see what she has up there, because she is amazing, and I thank her so much for giving me these beautiful extensions.